power of the female species. How much power does the female species really hold in a relationship? Let us evaluate. We all know that the female holds a certain amount of power. It's obvious. As to how much, that's what we need to evaluate at this point. Now, I could only think of one really valid reason that cannot be contested as to why the female has power. That's the V-A-G-I-N-A. The vagina. The vagina is the only thing that I could really think of that could really make a man just put down everything that is important to him. His job, his money, his faith, his family, and this list could go on and on. Sex is a man's weakness. Now, there's a lot of different branches that this topic could, touch, but I want to focus on the two main things. The two main things that I think that really gives us the power in our relationships. And one of those things is the word no. N-O. I mean, the power, the type of power that the word no gives a woman, especially when it comes to sex, it's unbelievable. I mean, number one, the man can't just, legally push it in there. We have to say yes or no. And it's based on that answer, whatever the answer the girl gives, that a man is now able to abuse the little power that he has. I don't know any man that can survive without sex, and I'm not too sure if I'll find one. But if you want sex, especially from your girlfriend or from your wife, I mean, you're gonna do what she tells you. Maybe not for the huge, major decisions, but, fairly major decisions and petty decisions, you're going to be like, okay. Because the worst thing is for a woman to hold out on you. I mean, unless we're going to have a bunch of, crazy rapists on the loose. When a woman holds out until you tell her, until you do what she wants you to do. Now, the word no before the 1960s really didn't hold that much significance, which leads me to one of the most important, if not the most important point or event in history that gave women the ultimate power to do whatever the hell they wanted. And that, my friends, was the invention of birth control. Blame it on the scientists. No! Now, before the invention of the birth control, men really held all the power in terms of how much children a woman can have. And that really is a lot of power when you really think about it. And I believe the main purpose that men, like if we look back, our grandparents, our great-grandparents, these people have average, 5 kids at least. And I believe part of that was because the men really wanted women to stay at home, have that, what do you call it? Stay-at-home mom kind of thing. But after the invention of the birth control, it was like a light just shown from heaven, and all these angels started to sing and say, hey, if we now have the power to control how much kids we have. Thus, the less kids we have, the more time, we'll have to go out and get jobs, build a career, and if we can control all this, hell, what else can we control? We could probably friggin' take over the world. And I think that was really the event in history that just handed down the power to us. Our mindsets were just totally, it was all just screwed from there, basically. So, in conclusion, how much power does the female species really hold in a relationship? And the answer to that, if you didn't know, is 99.9%. Take it in. Now you know.